All right, welcome back to another amazing episode of Life on the Ave. This is episode 68. I am sitting down with two friends, Maria and Justin, two new business owners. Super, super excited to have them. And we're in a new backdrop. So surprise, surprise, it's not the brick backdrop. We have Santa pictures this weekend. So yeah, you get a nice new backdrop. So welcome, Maria and Justin.
Thank you.
Thank
How
you
are you
for
guys
having
feeling
us.
today?
Feeling great.
Good.
Yes.
Good. All right. So I'm going to go into a quick bio about these guys and tell you all our amazing listeners about Flex and Flow Studio. So buckle up. This is going to be a fun one. So empowering bodies and minds, Flex and Flow Studio merges the transformative power of yoga, meditation, and breath work with the precision of strength training and personalized fitness. Through a blend of various yoga styles alongside expert strength training techniques, we craft programs tailored to each individual's unique health and wellness aspirations. Our mission is to cultivate optimal well-being, guiding our clients on a journey to discover their inner strength and physical wellness. Founded by Maria, a dedicated yoga instructor, and Justin, a skilled personal trainer, we combine years of experience and expertise to deliver personalized programs that cater to your individual goals. Whether you're here to deepen your yoga practice, build strength, or embark on a journey of self-discovery, Flex and Flow provides the support and guidance you need to thrive. Join us at Flex and Flow, where you can find your balance, challenge your limits, and transform your life. Your path is elevating. Your wellness journey begins here. Wow.
Love that.
Flex and Flow. Welcome. I love the swag.
Thank you.
We're
Big
working
fan.
on it.
Working on it.
Big
Got a couple
fan of the
ideas.
swag. You know we're big on swag too. So
Yes.
I'm here for the swag. You guys have like a general vibe, aura, the shoes, the socks,
All
the black. I love it. I
We
love
don't
it.
coordinate this. This is
No,
just
it
how
just
it
happens.
is.
You just make it happen.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jensen and I wake up every day and like match, and it's so cringe. But it's also like, well, we buy these clothes and it's our own fault. So welcome.
Thank
Let's start from the beginning. So I like to always kind of start literally from the beginning. Where are we from? Where do we, how do we get to these seats? Maybe Maria, you can start.
So where we're from?
Yeah, start from the beginning. Where are we from? I was born, I went, all that.
Okay. Born in Pennsylvania, moved to Delaware about 2.5 years ago.
Yep.
My brother lives here and he really wanted me to live here and found a house down the street. Moved in, started working at Bardea, met Justin, and it literally just kind of went up from there.
It went fast.
Yeah,
You guys went fast.
we instantly connected,
Yep.
and we noticed that we had a lot in common. So I have always been passionate about yoga, fitness, health, wellness, and all that. And then the more I started talking to Justin, we were like, wow, we are like very like-minded.
Yeah.
And it's always kind of been a passion of ours to open up studios separately. And then we were like, we should just open one together.
Right.
It'd be so cool to find a space that we could really split yoga and personal training. It's not like super common.
Yep.
And yeah, so that's my...
Yeah. What about you? You're from here, right?
No.
No.
Well, yes, technically I am. I was born in Wilmington.
Okay.
Lived here until I was 6.
Okay.
Make this story short because it's a long story.
Okay.
Moved to Illinois. Lived in Antioch, Illinois for 2 years, which is why I'm a Bears fan.
Okay.
So Midwestern guy. Yes, it's fine. And I accept it and don't want to talk about it anymore after that. After Illinois, we moved to Wisconsin. I lived in Kenosha. I
Wherever that
lived there
is.
for, yes.
He said that like I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's Midwest. Kenosha's been on the news.
Okay. That's
But
it.
yes. Lived in Kenosha, Wisconsin for 20 some years.
Okay. So that's home. Like, do you consider that home?
I do.
Okay.
I do consider
20
that
some
home.
years is home. Yeah.
Yes. School, middle school, elementary school, high school, some college, sports, first girlfriends, breakups, all that happened in Wisconsin. So
Got
I
it.
would consider that
Yeah.
home.
Got it.
So moved back to Delaware in 2015
Why?
because grandparents, families all on the East Coast. Both of my grandparents were still alive at this time.
Wow.
So we came back before their passing. So that's one of the main reasons why we came back. Came back in 2015 and then worked every service industry in Delaware, almost every service industry. Then I decided to work at Bardea.
Yep.
And I seen Maria, and then that's where it all wrote.
Yeah. Crazy. So individually, you both are like, I would say like the peak of your individual like vibes, right? Like this, I'm going to dumb this down as dumb as possible because I'm not a yogi. I'm not a personal trainer, but like Maria's page is like, especially when you moved into your house you're in now, is like so zen, like your poses and your, everything you do is like beautiful and stunning. And then you have you, that's like everything you do is like, you're jacked. Like you are very unassuming when you're just in like your sweats. But then I go on your Instagram and I'm like, holy shit. Like, holy smokes. Like you.
That was my reaction too.
Yes. Like you don't give that energy at all. Like it's a good thing. Yeah. I say this as a compliment. Like you don't walk around like a gorilla. It's like kind of like how those guys walk, right? Like that's what they're called.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So like you don't walk around like this, like, you're not like, I literally was just shaking a protein shake. So I'm the worst, but you don't like walk around with the protein shakes and like talking in a weird voice. Like you don't give that energy. And same with you. Like you don't give this like, peace, love, and happiness. So like, but then you go on your pages and you guys are both like at the peak of your performance. So it's like really cool to see how chill your vibe is. But like, then you go on your Instagrams, you're like, holy crap. Like these guys are legit. So like when you guys met at Bardea, then you like what? Go stalk each other's Instagrams and like see like, oh my gosh, like.
I think Justin stalked me first.
Yeah, I love
for sure.
I love
No,
this. Get
so
the tea.
so I totally did stalk her. I seen her come in one day, and I was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah. Because you're both good looking. Like you're both good looking, but then your Instagram pages definitely take it to the next level.
So I seen her. At that time, she was, not living in Delaware, so she was traveling back and forth.
Right.
And her brother's girlfriend Amanda was like, "Yeah, she's moving out here soon. Eventually, you should definitely talk to her." At that,
Good. So Amanda gave you the
she
green
gave
light.
me the green light.
Nice. Love that.
Now when she gave
like,
me
okay.
when she gave me the green light, she was currently in a relationship.
Oh.
So it was,
We're getting all the tea.
yes. So I just kept my cool.
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
guy
Stay
I am.
patient. Stay the course.
Stay patient. I was messaging her in DMs, and when she came out here, I was like, "Hey, why don't you come out to the local Fex? That's from Wisconsin. Local. What was the bar that you got? Dead Presidents.
Nice.
So I kept
You
inviting
took her to Dead
Yeah,
Presidents.
and I
did.
got my
Sure did.
car towed.
She got her car towed. Yes.
Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
That's
Took her-
that's the spot you're gonna take her.
So
It was like
which
a
is
night
like a
after
dive
work.
bar on Union Street.
servers go.
No, yes, it is a lot of yes.
So that was
It
an
was like
after
a
work
after
day.
work
Makes
thing.
sense.
So I was
Makes
like,
sense.
how do I get her to come
Laura
out?
McDaniel, I think she's from Logan House. She said that's like her spot too.
That's the-
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the
So,
spot. Okay,
not
okay.
anymore,
I
not
got
anymore.
it.
But like, I was like, I just got to get her out. Like, just let her, hang
change
out
the
with
scenery.
me. Yeah. So eventually, she said yes. We went out, and then
The rest is history. Yeah. So then I would say probably like 6 months after that, you guys came into the office and you're like, hey, we want to do this.
Yeah.
And you had reached out. Maria had reached out to me in the past and was like, I want to do a yoga studio. Your dad had called me and was like, she needs her own space, whatever. And then Justin kind of getting involved. It was when it really like the wheels started really turning. But you guys came in and you were like, oh, I think it was like October, November. You're like, oh, we want to start looking.
wild.
And then it was really like 6 months
Crazy.
later, you were
Yeah.
signing a lease. What was that? Like June, July? End of summer,
August.
beginning of
August.
summer, end of
Yes.
summer, end of summer. You signed the lease, and then boom, here we are. You just had your opening. What's it been? 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3
yeah.
3 weeks. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is brand new, hot off the press. I've shared their stuff a couple times, but their space is awesome. Let's talk about your space. Describe your space. Where is it? What's it look like?
So our space is in the Newport Plaza. We always like to say for reference, it's right next to Dom's Pizza.
Yep.
A lot of people know where
Everyone
that
knows
is.
Dom's.
Yeah. So couple spaces down from Dom's, we took over the cupcake shop. So when you first walk in, it is my space. It's the yoga studio. It's very light, calming,
Bright. Yeah.
super chill. Like you
Yeah.
feel the energy immediately. Very simple, minimal. And then you open the door to Justin's space. It's very dark, manly.
Yep.
Like let's get moving.
Yeah.
Really,
Yes.
like
Get
let's
to
get
work,
sweating. Yeah. So we have like a multifunction machine, and then Justin's been very creative with, since we don't have like a large space, we don't have all the bulky
Right.
machines that a lot of gyms do. So he creates workouts with what we have. And that is our space. So we really combine forces. It's yoga studio in the front, gym in the back,
Yep.
split by a wall. You really feel the difference and the
Yeah.
energy in there.
Definitely. Yeah, you go.
yeah, I mean, just finding that space when you seen it, found it for us. We took a look. We looked at it. We were like, this
Yeah, you
this
knew.
could work.
You
This
knew right away.
We knew that
Yeah.
it was it. And we looked at a couple other places, and we're just like, this is just
Couldn't
not
compare.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah.
Totally. It's a cool space. So, yeah. And I think you guys offer such a unique like proposition to people, because at least from your website, you can just come in and do yoga. Like, I'm just signing up for yoga. I'm only here for that. I'm not interested in that. Or, hey, I'm just interested in the HIIT, the personal training, the one-on-one, all that. And then tell us about like your fusion classes that you can do a little bit of both. I love this.
So our fusion classes is like it's like our bread and butter.
Right.
I think that like really sets us off Flex and Flow.
Yeah.
So it's a 30-minute HIIT class led by me, and then you have a 30-minute restorative yoga class led by Maria.
Right.
From the feedback that we've gotten so far, it's been a really great HIIT class. Get your heart rate up, get you sweating. By the end of the class, people don't want to be in there anymore.
Right.
So
You're
then
done.
they walk into Maria's room, and it's very zen, very peaceful. That heart rate comes down, you're calm, you're zen, and then she leads you through a great restorative class, and then everyone leaves.
I love that.
Yeah.
Feeling great.
Yeah,
Feeling
I love
great.
that. And I think something that I always struggled with in my like hardcore workout days is like I'd finish the class, I'd finish the HIIT because I was doing more of like a CrossFit style workout, and I never saved the time for like a stretch. I never saved the time
That's
to chill.
so
And they
important.
yelled at us, they told us to. This was my fault, not theirs. But I think it's awesome that like like it literally forces you. Like it's you signed up, you are part of this class.
Exactly.
Like you're not gonna just walk out after working out with you. So I think that really forces people to sit down, take a minute, like focus on your breathing, focus on like your intentions.
Yep.
I think that's such a beautiful thing.
What also I think too is that like the 30-minute HIIT is just, it goes by so quick that you're like, oh, am I done working out?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you're
Right.
done here, but then now
You're not
go
done
back.
working out.
Correct.
And it makes it super easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that whole hour that most people spend in the gym,
Right.
You get both.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean?
It's like two for the price of one.
Yeah.
Yep. Best of both worlds.
I love that. I love that. So how did you guys come up with the name?
So we knew that this was going to be a question
Yes,
too. It's so
yes.
funny. So Flex and Flow, it pretty much kind of embodies our personalities. Like we
Yeah.
were saying earlier, Justin is, you wouldn't notice it.
Right.
But he's
Yes.
very flexy.
Yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Behind
On
closed
Instagram,
doors.
behind
are.
closed doors.
On
Yeah.
Instagram, you got the poses.
I did,
and-
Yeah,
man.
when I
and
first
the
saw his
angles, like
when I
it's so
first saw his
crazy.
Instagram, I was like,
Who is that?
oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Amanda, he's jacked. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, he's very
So
flexy.
I was competing. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was
Yeah.
competing at that
You
time.
give that energy on Instagram,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know the poses. It's
Yeah,
not your
and I'm
first time.
very flowy.
Right.
You know, like I
Yes.
have
Right.
a lot of yoga flows. I am always, my whole personality forever has been just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
chill, laid back. So we were like,
Well, your dad and your brother are like go 1,000 miles an
Yes.
hour. So
Yeah.
it makes sense while you are the way you are.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to take a step
Yes.
back and be like, okay, like, you know,
Let's
just
think
see.
about it.
Yeah.
Let's figure it
Yeah.
Right.
out.
So Flex and Flow, it just kind of
Yeah.
made sense.
I love it.
did.
You
I
know?
love it. So are you gonna rock with the black and white? We think we're gonna crush this color scheme. We vibing it, or are we gonna
I'm-
bring some color into it?
I want some color. I don't know how much color. I don't know. I like color.
Yeah, maybe some color.
Okay.
We
Some
need our
color.
wardrobe because it's just black and white. But
Yeah,
that's
It
just,
is. It's, I mean, it's kind of our thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah,
I
we'll
love
bring
it.
some color in for
I
sure.
love it. Who would you say is your ideal client? Like, who is someone that you think would benefit the most from working out at Flex and Flow?
You're busy people who are like working a 9 to 5 that want to come in and get a good sweat with that restorative yoga.
Right.
You know, obviously those ones that want to have a little bit more dedication into their fitness, which is the one-on-one personal training that they'll get, which they'll also get if they sign up for personal training. They also get access to our Flex and Flow
That's good.
fusion classes.
Nice.
So that will be scheduled in their workout routine is to, you know, the one-on-one with me, and then one day a week come into the Flex and Flow fusion class. But just like the busy people who like just
Don't know
have-
what to do at
don't
the
know what to
gym.
do.
Yeah. And I feel like your space is super like unintimidating. Like I remember
Yeah.
like when I walked into Black Ops the first time, because I was a Black Ops girl, like I looked at their website for like months, right? Like I looked and I was on their Instagram and I was just terrified. Like I was truly
Yeah.
terrified. And I always told people the hardest part of working out for me, it was just like walking through the front door, like walking through the door of that space.
Yep.
How do you guys feel like you can like combat that? Like how do we get that normal person, they've never worked out before, like
Just come on in.
Yeah.
And you will see. Because
Yeah.
honestly, the beginning coming in, walking in is her studio. So
right.
it's literally
It's not intimidating at all.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
And my side, I don't believe is super intimidating.
No,
I just think
definitely
it's
not.
like, wow, like you got, you know, So I don't think it's really intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've also, like, for our fusion classes, there have been times where we kind of jump in just to make everyone feel more comfortable. Like, we're not
Yeah.
just sitting back watching you.
Yeah,
You know, like,
yeah.
we're doing it too.
Yeah.
You know, and like the first time I did it, I was like out of breath.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
I'm terrified. I need to come in. We're going to come in for a workout. Vince and I were just saying we need to. And I'm just like low key a little terrified, but I know I'll be fine.
Yeah,
you
you'll be
definitely-
totally fine.
I know I'll be fine.
Yes.
I just am, and we were talking about this before the podcast started. Like, I'm in this weird world of like, I used to do CrossFit. Now I'm on the Peloton and my kids don't sleep and I'm running 100 businesses, 100 miles an hour. And I do deep down know how important this is. And like, that's why I really like love
Yep.
that you said, like, you're looking for the 9 to 5 or like we're working people, we're busy people.
Yes.
But like, you guys, this is your whole life. Like, you know how important this truly is.
Yep.
Like for our longevity of our
Yes.
life. Like,
Yes.
I know like this is not the best version of myself, right? Like, I know I can be better. But it's just like truly taking that first step. What is
Exactly.
the first step working with you guys? What's like, are we sliding the DMs? We have a website. How do people, start the process with you?
So I think right now it's just been through Instagram and through
love it.
word of mouth. We've had a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, like with the small business event here."
Yeah.
So many people were like, "Yeah, we saw you on Instagram," and we're
That's
like,
amazing.
"Wow, great!"
That's right,
Like
we
we've
didn't
only
know.
Love
we've
that.
only been open a week. That's
amazing.
amazing. You know. So a lot of people will just message us, or they'll fill out like our wellness intake form that's on our
Perfect.
website, so we can kind of get an idea of their goals, if they want to lose weight, gain weight. What are their goals, what they're looking for, personal training, yoga, and then we just kind of have a conversation from there.
Yeah.
You know, what are you interested in? Do you want more like a package that gives you access to all of our fusion classes? Do you want one-on-one yoga?
Right.
And one-on-one personal training? Like,
Yep.
let's figure it out together.
Yeah. So January 1st is right around the corner. A lot of
Yeah.
people use that as a time to kind of start.
Yes.
What are your guys' thoughts on that? How do we
I think January 1st, the gym goers it's just an excuse
yeah.
to do something.
I love
which,
this. I was hoping this is what you would
Yeah.
say.
For
it.
sure.
I mean, I get like, hey, if that's your excuse to get you in the gym, that's all I want.
Right. Then that's fine.
But why not start today?
Right.
Why not start
Right.
now?
I love seeing the Instagram posts that are like, if you start today, you'll be 23 days ahead of everyone else,
Exactly.
right? Like if to whatever day you start, right, you'll be 23 days ahead and think how much better you'll feel January 1st than if you started January 1st.
Yeah.
And
Stay
feel like
ready so
shit.
you don't have to
Right.
get ready. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah,
Always
I've been
stay
saying
ready.
holidays are short term.
Yeah. Very
Your
much so.
fitness and wellness is lifelong.
Yeah.
You know, so why put a month aside where you could just work on yourself now?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
You
not
know?
like you have to be there every single day.
Yeah,
Like
no.
grinding it out.
Exactly.
Like,
No.
let's have some balance. Let's,
Right.
Again,
let's,
that flex and flow fusion once
Right.
or twice a week. You're good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Your body's moving at least twice a week. So
Yep.
do you feel like, so what are your class schedules right now? Like what times, what days, what's the current schedule?
So we are in the process of trying to figure out the times that best accommodate
Right. Your current
a lot of-
audience. Yeah.
So we're still figuring that out since
Love
we
it.
are so new.
Yeah.
We do have several classes throughout the day, but I think we're going to eliminate some of those classes and just see like those peak times. So
Smart.
if, you know, like you work 9 to 5, we would make sure that we have a 6 p.m. class, which we've
Right.
had. We have a lot of 6:30 p.m. classes.
yes. A lot of laters.
Yeah.
late
As far
nighters.
as mornings go, we haven't really had many people come in before 9 a.m.
Wow.
So
Not yet.
not
Yeah,
yet, but it's
yeah,
also
that's
cold
coming.
and the
It's-
winter. And I know like it's hard for us to get out of bed early in the
Yeah,
morning. So
yeah.
I know that it's hard for,
Yeah.
but you just got to do it.
Yeah, I
You
know.
just gotta
I
do
used to
it.
work out at 5 a.m. When I did start Black Ops, it was the 5 a.m. class.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, I didn't have kids. Like that was so crazy that I was
Yeah.
doing 5 a.m. Like I didn't need
is-
to be doing that.
yeah.
But it was just like, that's when I could carve it out. And that's when there's no excuse. Like
Yeah.
there's literally no excuse.
How
I
did
can't
you
say I have a
feel?
meeting. Honestly, it was weird. I would go work out. I would crush it. And then I'd come home and go back to sleep for like an hour, which is crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would just like, I didn't have anything to do. It was 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to be at work till 8. So I was
Yeah.
like,
Now, how
What
do
am
you
I
feel
gonna
if
do?
you did that now, like with your schedule?
It's probably the right call. Like it probably is what I would need to do because like like you have a son, like time with them is so precious when they're
Yes,
little.
yes.
And the thought of like leaving them at 5 p.m. to go spend an hour at the gym, like I only get 2 hours with them after school. So like, why would I use one of them working out? So I really do think like that morning class is for the moms. Like I think it is. And like when I was at Black Ops, it was a lot of moms at that 5 or 6. So I think that's probably in my future, but to be determined.
Yes.
I'll probably be a January 1st warrior as much as I
Hey,
love
as
it.
long as you stick with it and you say you're going to do it,
I
you're
know.
going to do it. We're going
I
to
know.
check back with you. Make
I
sure
love that.
you're doing something.
So something, and maybe you guys could like jump in on this. Like I am very much like all in or all out. That's my personality. So like when I got pregnant and I was working out 6 days a week, like I got pregnant, I stopped. Like I was like donezo. Like on that day I stopped working out like crazy. And then even like now, like I do the Peloton, I did a 28-day self-inflicted challenge. I'm gonna work out every day for 28 days. And like I did not miss a day. I was sick and I was on that Peloton. Like I was like literally actively
Love that.
puking like on the Peloton because I was like,
Dedicated.
I'm not
Yeah.
giving up on my goal. Like
Yeah.
I'm not giving up. But with my personality, I'm either all in or I'm all out. So sometimes I really struggle with like pulling myself out of the all out. Like it's
definitely-
intimidating.
You need to have a balance.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. Yeah. How do we balance? How do we do that?
It's a lot of not being so hard on yourself.
Yeah. True.
So like when we first started our business, we did a lot of the manual work, and I told Justin, I was like, I need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like I need to.
Yes.
This is like, we're used to like 5 days a week, every morning. That's our routine. I feel off.
Yeah.
Like this is not okay.
Yeah.
And him too. And we were like, you know what? We kind of just need to put it aside. Even if we get like 2 to 3 days in, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
We're giving our body that time to move. And then we also need to prioritize our business and,
Yeah.
so it's
You have to take care of yourself so you can take care of
Priorities, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And
No
like
throwing up on the
Yeah,
Peloton.
no. And like they say, like the shoemakers' kids don't have shoes. Like you guys you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And also like you have to continue walking the walk, talking the talk. Like,
Yep.
you can't just like start to slack.
Yeah.
And then people are going to be like, wait, what? Like, why should I trust
Who?
these guys?
Right.
It's pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
So what do you guys see for the future? What's the plans? Like, are we going to open up 100 of these? Like, are we just, like, what do you guys, you two can't be replicated, as sad as that is. So like, what do you see the future being for Flex and Flow?
I think in the future, for sure, definitely want to have other trainers use the facility.
Yes. I remember
Other-
when we first met, you guys talked about
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
like-
What are your thoughts on that?
That's something that I really want to incorporate.
Yeah.
Just definitely having like maybe like a team. That way
Yep.
we can stay open longer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
More
Have
offerings.
More offerings.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there are so many people that are at the Edge or Planet Fitness doing personal training sessions. Like,
Yeah.
how does that work? Like, could you work with those people?
So yes. So now with the commercial gyms, it's a little bit trickier because they're not allowed to train anywhere else because they have like a non-compete.
Exclusive. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what I would offer is just a trainer. I would help them build their clientele,
Right.
but then they work.
Yeah.
That's them.
That's
You know what
them.
I mean,
That's
what
their
they want to
brand.
do. Yes,
Yeah.
that's their brand.
We're big on that too. So like we're the Garmin group, right? But like I'm very big on each of them having their own individual brands outside of us because, there's plenty of business to go around and like they all are their own individual walking, talking
Yeah.
brands.
Exactly.
So like I don't push them. Hey, you have to put like Vince was on a team one time and they were like, you have to use our logo in everything you do. And if you
Yeah.
don't mention us in your Instagram, like he would get in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you don't even have to mention us at all. Like,
Yeah.
do your own thing. So I love that. I feel like let people like run with their content.
Yep.
Let's talk about content. How do you guys feel about the content world? Like we talked, and you both have, like I said, you have strong Instagram presences individually. Now you're kind of embarking on this new journey, and social media is the way to, I think, access a lot of people for free and low barriers of entry. How are you guys feeling about the content social media world now being business owners?
Well, I really give a lot of credit to people who content create
Yeah, for sure.
full time
Yeah.
because it really is a full-time job.
Definitely.
So I'm very much a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I prefer things to look as I intend them to. Like
Yeah.
I'm very big on aesthetic, and with
Yeah.
content, you just need quantity. Everyone's like, just
hard.
pump out like all these posts, and
It's
I'm
hard.
like, okay, well, I'm gonna spend like X amount of time on one post. Now I need to spend, you know what I mean? It's a
Right.
lot of brain power.
Yes.
Maria
And-
has definitely been the social media advisor
Yeah.
on our
Yes,
page.
for sure.
So I thank her for that because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And me on there, I can try to create stuff. I just want to have content for her to post or to put up there. So I try to do my part.
You film it and create it, and
Yeah.
then she's the one editing it and posting it.
But the more I do it, though, the easier it
gets.
becomes. I'm
Yeah.
finding like a groove.
Yeah.
And I'm like thanking myself for that, because in the
Good.
beginning I was like, what do I
Now's the
post?
time.
I don't know. Like,
I know.
What do I, but I'm finding it.
It's tough. And I think in our world, your world's different. But in our world, like I've kind of learned that like the authenticity has been key for us. So like I think a lot of people in our world will put on like their best dress and their perfect hair and their perfect makeup, and like today's the day I'm gonna film, and it's like people don't want to see that perfect.
They wanna see
backdrop.
realness.
They want to see
Yeah.
real. They want to see, hey, my kid woke up at 5 a.m. My hair's not done today.
Exactly.
Like they just want to see like, hey, this is the real me.
Yep.
Like, and I think I've talked about this in another like episode that like if you go back to like my content 3 years ago, my voice is higher. Like I'm
Yeah.
like this, and it's like now I'm like this is who I am.
Yeah.
Like, and I think
Exactly.
the sooner you can cut through that like
Yep.
bullshit,
Yep.
the more authentic you are, and like people just know that like you're a real human. And
Exactly.
that then will play into, you know, being not in an intimidating space because they know you're real
Correct.
people. They're gonna feel like they already know you before they walk through the door.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the content. I think you guys got to keep pumping it out, and
Thank you.
yeah, and we're gonna come. We'll obviously put some out too, and it's exciting
that.
times.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's exciting
We're
times.
extremely pumped. So
Yeah.
So where can people follow you? How can people, you know, keep up with you guys? How can people show some love and support? What are our Instagram handles? All the
we
fun stuff.
have Flex and Flow Duo.
Yeah, it's Flex
is
and Flow
our-
Duo on Instagram, right?
Yes,
I love
'cause we
that.
are the duo.
You are the duo.
Then we both,
Spoiler alert, they're the
Right?
duo.
we do have our personal pages too. So my other page, which was Justin Shape Fitness, is what I was starting personal training with. So that page is Justin Shape Fitness as well. And then Maria has her
Little gem.
little
Yeah,
gem.
what is that?
That's
Little gem.
me.
Yeah, what?
What is that?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh, got it.
And I'm little.
Gem. Yeah, you are little. Yeah, I love
So
that.
I just, combine the two.
I love it. So Flex and Flow Duo, Lil Gem, and Justin Shape Fitness. Definitely follow them on Instagram. And yeah, we'll be tagging you guys up on everything. Anything you want to leave us with?
Stay flexing, stay flowing.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. There's another awesome
Thank you for
episode of
having
Life
us.
on the Ave.
Yes.
And yeah, Flex and Flow Duo. Watch out. These guys are going places. We're so excited to have you guys, and see you next week.
Thank you.
Peace.